This woman used fake death to escape from her family. 2 ex-husbands and a pair of children were her only remaining relatives. For this day to come, Fila had been planning for a long time. After finishing this funeral, she would transform herself and live again for herself. Time went back a few months. Fila was still a millionaire. She accidentally fell in love with a scarf. Although Fila really liked it, the expensive price forced her to give up in the end. However, after work she returned home and still had to work as a part-time tutor. The money she earned had to support 4 people at the same time. After finishing tutoring, she continued cooking for her family. Her children would ask for money at this exact time every day, but after getting the money they would turn around and leave. They couldn't understand their mother's hardship at all. The burden of life weighed on her shoulders. The disappointed Fila took a cookie. Just then, she was startled by the doorbell and choked. The cookie stuck in her throat, making it hard to breathe, and she could only bear everything alone. There was no one around to help her. She stumbled to the sink, beating her chest with her fists. This strong woman managed to catch her breath. Her already disappointed mood became even more depressed. Looking at her relatives laughing and talking nearby, she realized she was nothing but a tool. Then her ex-husband came in looking for food. Not noticing the paleness on Fila's face, her ex-husband came to the house every weekend. Only Fila would prepare lunch. She thought she could rest well today. Suddenly her pregnant daughter had something to ask. Seeing her mother wouldn't agree, she actually started crying and making a fuss. Fila had no choice but to attend the support group in place of her daughter. The theme was eliminating anxiety. Fila sat in the distance watching several people discuss. Then, a man began to talk about his anxiety. He was a cancer patient. His time was running out. He wanted to enjoy the remaining time to the fullest. These words suddenly awakened Fila like from a dream, reflecting on when she had ever enjoyed a day of life. So she secretly made a decision in her heart. She must shake off the burdens around her. Then she walked to that luxury store and took down the scarf she had dreamed of. Although the price was a bit expensive, Fila still bought it without hesitation. Then she found her ex-husband and son and rented a room in her own name, paying 10 years of rent at once. Fila wanted her son to learn to live independently. After returning home, she continued teaching her daughter to cook. Only after arranging these things could she feel at ease announcing her bad news. This day, Fila suddenly resigned from her students, saying she didn't need to earn a lot of money. Then she walked into a cosmetics store. She didn't know how long it had been since she wore makeup. She asked the clerk what makeup could highlight youth. Back home, Fila sat by the mirror and found herself somewhat rusty. After many years, now she could only do simple makeup. Then her ex-husband came to find her. She wanted her ex-husband to see her makeup, but back at the table, Fila put down the mirror again, because her ex-husband didn't notice her changes at all. Over the years, she had habitually become self-conscious. Her ex-husband's purpose was to freeload here, but the food at home had already been cleared out, so he begged Fila to cook for him. Unable to resist the man's shameless pestering, Fila went to the supermarket, originally wanting to buy food for just 2 people. Just then, her daughter called. Her daughter was almost having a breakdown learning to cook. She begged her mother to buy more groceries home. As a pregnant woman, she also hoped to have a good meal. Hearing this, Fila threw away the pumpkin she bought. She absolutely couldn't manage them anymore. Finally, after a few more days, Fila called her 2 ex-husbands and lied in front of her children that she had cancer. Her family couldn't believe it. They hugged Fila with sorrowful expressions, but this sorrow didn't last more than a few minutes before they started asking how mom would distribute her inheritance. In the following days, her ex-husbands and children lived at home. They said they would always accompany Fila, but actually everyone had their own thoughts. Until the day of fake death, Fila had no regrets in her heart. She had the coroner inject her with a nerve hypnotic drug. Her relatives' attitudes were already within expectations. Her children would fight over the remaining property. She also knew, to save money, her family would only give her a simple funeral. After everyone left, Fila's identity would disappear. When she appeared again thousands of miles away, she was leisurely driving, with her beloved cat beside her, moving into a country villa she had bought in advance. The property owner was named Mito, and this was also her new identity from then on. She would start another life.